You got a raise, you're excited. Maybe you treat yourself to a new gadget, a weekend getaway, or a fancy dinner. A month later, you check your bank account and feel the same. Or worse, somehow, you're still broke. It's not just you. Millions of Americans are trapped in the same invisible cycle, earning more, yet somehow feeling poorer. In this video, we'll uncover why rising paychecks don't always translate to financial freedom, the hidden forces silently draining your money, and practical ways to reclaim control. After all, money is meant to work for you, not quietly vanish while you wonder where it all went. On paper, Americans are earning more than ever. Median household income has grown steadily over the last 2 decades, suggesting that things should feel better financially. But ask most people how they feel about money today, and the answers are grim. Stressed, anxious, trapped in a never-ending cycle of bills and obligations. Here's the problem. Numbers tell one story, but lived reality often tells a very different one. Salary increases are frequently swallowed by rising costs like rent, groceries, childcare, and healthcare. Your paycheck may have increased by 20% over 5 years, but inflation, lifestyle creep, and hidden fees can consume more than half of that gain, leaving you feeling no better off than before. Imagine filling a bucket with water, thinking it's enough to quench your thirst. Meanwhile, tiny holes slowly leak it away. That bucket is your paycheck, and those tiny holes are the expenses silently draining your progress. Many make the mistake of assuming that higher income automatically brings freedom, but true financial control comes from awareness. The first step is tracking where your money actually goes, not what it should buy. Create a simple spending log for 30 days and start noticing the hidden leaks. Pause and think. If your bucket leaks silently, will you ever feel full? Simply identifying these leaks is already a small victory, and it puts you on the path to finally closing them and regaining control over your finances. Even when your income rises, expenses often rise even faster. This is lifestyle inflation, the subtle, almost invisible upgrading of everything in your life. Bigger apartments, brand name gadgets, trendy dinners, expensive vacations. Every paycheck may make you feel richer in the moment until you notice that the extra is gone before it even hits your savings account. Lifestyle inflation is like a treadmill. You run harder and put in more effort, but you stay in the same place. Each new luxury starts to feel necessary, convincing you that you're making progress, when in reality, it only maintains the illusion. Research shows that households frequently increase discretionary spending in proportion to income, meaning the net gain from raises or bonuses is often negligible. One of the biggest mistakes people make is spending windfalls immediately without pausing to plan. A simple, highly effective solution is to implement a 90-day freeze after any increase in income. Instead of indulging immediately, allocate that extra money towards savings or reducing debt first. Think about it. Just 90 days of restraint can create financial options and freedom that might take 5 years to build otherwise. The micro-win comes from freezing, redirecting, and watching the difference compound over time. The key lesson is this: your lifestyle shouldn't chase your paycheck. Your paycheck should serve your life, giving you more control, security, and freedom than you ever thought possible. Social media has turned everyone's life into a constant highlight reel. Your friends' vacations, your colleagues' shiny new car, the influencer's luxury coffee. All of it sets a moving reference point for what feels normal, making it easy to forget your own progress. The truth is, you're not failing. You're simply comparing yourself to a carefully curated illusion. Think of it like walking through a funhouse filled with mirrors. Every reflection looks bigger, shinier, and more perfect than reality. That's exactly what social comparison does in your financial life, distorting your sense of what you truly need or have achieved. One of the biggest mistakes people make is using peers or online images as their financial benchmark, chasing a life that isn't theirs. A practical way to counter this is to create a personal values filter. 3 non-negotiable priorities that define what success means to you. Every discretionary expense should pass through this filter before you spend. Grab a pen and write down your 3 values. Pause now if you need to, and come back once you've done it. This simple exercise helps stop impulsive spending and ensures that your money aligns with what genuinely matters to you. Remember, social proof sells, but living by your values buys peace, control, and a sense of accomplishment that no highlight reel could ever replicate. Even stable jobs no longer guarantee true stability. Housing, healthcare, and education costs are rising faster than most income gains, leaving middle-class families feeling the squeeze as their purchasing power steadily shrinks. The real crisis isn't about the money you earn, it's about the money that life quietly demands. Imagine standing on a moving sidewalk while the floor beneath you rises faster than your steps.
That's what modern middle-class life feels like. Working harder just to maintain the same level of comfort you had before. Studies show that home prices have consistently outpaced median income growth for years, while personal debt levels remain alarmingly high, leaving many families feeling trapped despite stable employment. One of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming that stability automatically comes from a steady paycheck. The fast fix is simple but powerful. Audit your monthly essentials and identify recurring expenses that no longer serve your priorities. Redirect what you save toward high-impact areas like emergency funds, paying down debt, or building financial flexibility. Imagine knowing exactly where your money goes and feeling fully in control. That sense of clarity is the foundation of real financial freedom. Every dollar you reclaim is a small victory, gradually strengthening your options and giving you the power to choose your life rather than being dictated by rising costs. Remember, stability isn't inherited. It's built intentionally, step by step, decision by decision.
Financial freedom isn't about earning more. It's about taking control over what you can. The silent solution lies in a combination of mindset, habits, and systems that quietly work for you every day. Real freedom comes from having options, not possessions, and it's built through small, intentional steps rather than flashy displays of wealth. Think of wealth as a compass, not a car. You don't need speed to reach peace. You need direction, a clear understanding of where your money should go and what it should achieve. Many people confuse high spending with high living, small savings with security, or constant upgrades with success. But true control comes from consistency, focus, and deliberate choices. There are simple frameworks that can make this manageable. The 50-30-20 rule, where 50% of income covers needs, 30% covers wants, and 20% goes to savings or debt repayment. Building an emergency fund that covers 3 to 6 months of essentials. Automating savings, debt payments, and retirement contributions so your progress doesn't rely on willpower. Using a values filter so every purchase aligns with your 3 core priorities, and implementing a debt payoff strategy, whether avalanche or snowball, and sticking to it. Even small systems repeated daily become unshakable foundations. Start with just one automated transfer today, and within a week, you'll notice a sense of control you didn't have before. Focus on options over possessions, and let that guide your financial decisions. To put it all together, here's a one-page plan to follow. Freeze lifestyle upgrades for 90 days after raises. Write down 3 life-defining values and filter all discretionary spending through them. Automate transfers to a 3-month emergency fund. Choose a debt payoff strategy and execute it consistently. Reallocate any windfalls to a freedom fund first, and reassess monthly to see if your actions are building real options or just accumulating more stuff. Every small, intentional step compounds over time, creating freedom that feels effortless yet powerful. We often think more money will buy freedom, but real freedom is the ability to choose. The silent money crisis isn't about your paycheck. It's about mindset, habits, and priorities. By reclaiming control, closing the leaks, and aligning your spending with what truly matters, you can grow your options instead of your bills. Comment below one money myth you've unlearned and subscribe to dismantle the next one with us, because every step toward clarity is a step toward real financial freedom.